Okay, let's do this. Um, I just wanted to do a quick little video, um, talking about my plans to hike the Colorado Trail coming up in like a week from now. Um, when this video comes out, I'm not 100% sure, but somewhere in the next few weeks. And yeah, so for people that don't know the Colorado Trail, let me pull up the exact mileage because I believe the trail is one continuous path of about 478 miles. I could have had this prepared. I do apologize. Colorado Trail, let's confirm. Uh, 485 to 567, depending on your parts. Well, let's just say 485 for simplicity's sake. Um, so I'll be doing that over June and July. And yeah, there's nothing really much more to it. I will be making, or I want to make at least, some like videos to go over kind of like some of the food that I've been packing and like some of the ideas because I did uh, a quarter of, I'm sorry, a third of the AT last year, the Appalachian Trail on the East Coast. If you are familiar with it, I'm assuming if you're a hiker and you're seeing this video, you're very familiar with it. And if you're not a hiker, you're maybe unfamiliar with it. But it's Georgia to Maine, and it's about 2,100 miles, a little, I think 2,180 or something. Um, so I learned, kind of not the do's and don'ts, but like what the struggles are or what the things you wish you had were as far as food and nutrition goes, on trail. As far as gear goes, I mean, there are so many flipping videos on that I wouldn't even bother for me personally, other than to show what I'm bringing as like a reference point for other people that want to see gear lists for the Colorado Trail and kind of what pack weight is. I believe my pack weight, base weight, meaning everything you're bringing except food and water. I think I'm getting that correctly. My base weight is, I think, like 19 pounds. And then with food and water, probably closer to like 29. Assuming I have 3 liters, full 3 liters, and a full like 6 day food carry. Um, but yeah, it definitely could be lighter. I know I've seen people do, an 8 pound base weight, 11 pound base weight. I happen to just think, I'll say this and then I'll be it for this video, is I think the weight being lighter is obviously very nice. There's no doubt about that. However, I think budget is a big part of the reason why people don't do ultra lightweight as often. And not only that, but just comforts. I think there's a small, maybe not small, but there's a smaller, a minority group, um, of ultralighters that don't really care for the luxuries and the little comforts as much, and they can do that. I could see myself doing that. It's just like I was going back to my first point with budget. I just already have gear, and I just want to use the gear I already have, and I don't want to have to spend thousands of dollars to get 6 pounds lighter. Um, or instead of having 3 pairs of socks, I have two or one, that kind of a thing. I just like having a pair of socks, two for when I'm hiking, one for nighttime, and just have that kind of circumstance and those little preferences. And that's all cost you weight, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. This video is not very long actually, but I hope this makes sense. I'm just trying to spitball some ideas on where my head's at pre Colorado Trail. And I will do a video after this video if you want to check that out when that comes out. Kind of going over some of my food ideas, and I do think I have some good ones. And some like off the wall, kind of like more creative solutions to what you can bring on trail. So, and it's really inexpensive. So, anyways, if you guys want to see that, definitely pop in and check that out. But I think that's it for this video. My date to start is going to be June 21st of 2026. And yeah, I'm going to do it SOBO, meaning southbound. starting in Denver, ending in Durango, which I've learned is I think, the more typical way to do it, even though it's not the traditional way, if I'm understanding online information correctly. Um, but that being said, I have a question for you guys actually, and I hope hikers find this video. Are you bringing a food bag such as this, or are you bringing a bear box or a bear canister, which I do have, but I have the BV 500 or whatever. Um, it's the big one, whatever. And this is what I'm leaving you with. Why in every other video I watch about a gear list for Colorado Trail, no one's bringing a bear canister, but that's what's recommended on the Colorado thing. So I'm just curious. It saves like 2.5 pounds, 2.9 pounds to not bring the bear canister. I'm gonna bring the bag and we'll just see what happens because it seems like everyone's bringing bags. So I do know how to do my hangs. If you don't know, quickly for people watching that don't know hiking shit, uh, you hang your bag in the trees. You have to like throw like a counterweight rock with some rope over a branch, 6 feet over, 6 feet off the ground, creating like a 90-degree angle, and you hang your shit and you tie it off at the base of a tree. But the problem with the Colorado Trail is there's not a consistent grouping of trees that you can always hang from, like you might see on the AT. So for that reason, it's up for debate. I leave you with that. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.